freeze the pay and stop all benefits of all legislators and lawmakers who shut down their states. Coming up next on your daily congressional briefing with Congressional Candidate Matthew Heines.
My name is Matthew Heines. I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran of the 82nd Airborne. I took the oath, and I'm here to defend my state.
Hello everybody, I'm Matthew Heines. I'm running for the first congressional House seat in Washington State. That means I'm running for the United States House of Representatives in Whatcom, King, Skagit, and Snohomish counties. And I would like you to look at one of the petitions I signed or put on change.org a few months ago. And the inspiration for the petition is, of course, Governor Jay Inslee, who still has almost the entire state on lockdown for no other reason than that his buddies, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos at Amazon, and the rest of these clodhoppers that he's labeled essential have all been making a killing. And of course, they're going to be kicking in about $1 billion to his re-election campaign because it's going to cost that much for him to convince basically at least the simple people and find enough simple people to vote for him in the next election. So he's the inspiration for this lockdown, and our gyms are closed down, our restaurants are closed down, and as we see from what we've lately found out is that this coronavirus cannot be spread through the air. All of these measures that they've taken to shut it down basically are evidence that governors like Jay Inslee and the lawmakers who pass these lockdowns are completely mentally incompetent, and they are emotionally and psychiatrically unable to deal with this kind of a situation. So we need to replace them right now. But the first thing that we need to do in order to motivate them not to shut down our states is say, if you shut us down, we shut you down. No problem. So here's my petition. Freeze the pay and audit governors who shut down their states. We, the citizens of the United States of America and the signers of this petition, believe that the decision makers in the coronavirus or any future epidemic should share the emotional and financial burdens they force on their constituents with mandatory lockdowns and quarantines. During any mandatory lockdown, all governors and state representatives supporting the lockdown will forfeit pay and will submit to an audit to determine their associations with the Gates Foundations and its benefactors, Microsoft, or any other nefarious individuals or corporations deemed to be involved in the production and spread of the disease and the misinformation surrounding it. Because the lockdowns are obviously an assault on the poor and defenseless by the rich, who have weaponized the government and the media against us, we, the undersigned, also demand that family members of the governor and state representatives should be guarded 24 hours a day by federal agents to ensure their compliance to the lockdown. Now, as we've seen, the lockdown is really nothing more than a lockdown of the poor, while the governors who institute the lockdowns and all the rich have access to physical or to gyms. They can get their hair cut. They can do just about everything. But people who don't have that much money, they are just locked up. So they have no recourse to anything. So what we want to do is make sure that these rich, wealthy, for-profit politicians understand the incredible burden they're putting on the working class of America, even though they don't really care. But this is at least one way to show them how the other half feels. Of course, because they have millions of dollars, because they're crooked, it's not going to affect them that much, but it will really send a message that the American people say, yeah, if you're going to make us suffer, you're going to suffer too. Well, hopefully we won't be suffering for too long. The election's coming up not too far away, so I'll be in the House of Representatives fairly soon, and we'll be able to start changing some of these horrible situations. So I'm Matthew Heines. I hope you will go to change.org. I'll put the link to this in the description on YouTube, and I will see you at the next briefing. Good luck, be peaceful, and have a nice day.
My name is Matthew Heines. I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran of the 82nd Airborne. I took the oath, and I'm here to defend my state.
Congressman Susan DelBene has been in office since 2012. Using her substantial financial resources, thanks to Microsoft, and her $84 million fortune, she has been able to continually maintain an office where people still have little idea what she's done. Well, she's learned to dance around, and she's learned to do all the political maneuvers you have to do to keep getting reelected. Well, Susan DelBene, it's time for you to go.